so strange. When I go over there, they got that AI on some baloney. Um, as soon as I get on, I get my live function completely back to normal. All of a sudden, all of a sudden, they said misinformation on my live, and I was just telling people how to get their energy right. And it's like, okay, well, hey, what's up, Amber? It's great to see you. I was just telling people how to get their energy right over on TikTok. And over here, at least they record the live. They said misinformation. And all I was doing is telling people how your body's moving from carbon based to crystalline. They ain't gonna stop nothing. So, anyway, we're gonna continue the conversation that we were having over there. So, basically, your body is going through a process. Your physical vessel is a cocoon for you to grow into your soul self. Your soul self is first, and we're learning that gratitude, joy, love, happiness are high frequencies. Authenticity, and it allows your body to produce high frequency energy by doing these things. What's up, No Strad? I just left TikTok, came over here. But anyway, so in this book that I have called uh, Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza, it explains that your emotional state is part of the process of what creates reality around you. As an electromagnetic being, if you hold on to an emotion for a long enough time, it moves from electric to magnetic. You get what I'm saying? It becomes a natural, autonomous feeling towards your body. What's up, Bree? Great to see you. So, as they pump all this, you know, fear based stuff, um, trump this, whisper a little quieter, you're extremely loud. Well, I can speak how I like. I'm grateful for you, J Block. I love you. But watch dope books. Sorry, I got you. So basically, these frequencies help you to elevate. And some of the stuff they're putting out, like AI robots, and uh, yeah, it's good to see you as well. They're putting out all this media. They're putting out all this Trump this. They're putting out all this Elon this, DEI stuff, all this stuff you're seeing across social media, right? It's to take you out of your wavelength. And I know some people will say that sounds like some crazy stuff. There's a book called Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza. And he explains how your emotional state and what you project from your emotions reflect into reality. And that goes for your routines, your patterns, your habits. These things are reflected by the emotional state you take. Your body wants to be autonomous, right? So as you do some of these things, like your habits are normal, right? Your so you get up, for instance, you get up, you go brush your teeth, wash your face, take a shower, go make breakfast. Your body is in a routine. So in order to break the patterns of the same routine and to develop new neural patterns in the brain, you have to do something off. So let's say you brush your teeth with your right hand. Tomorrow, when you brush your teeth, use your left hand, right? Something as simple as that changes the neural network patterns of your body and it allows it to experience more, but it also develops new patterns for your body, okay? And that goes for your emotional state too. How you react to certain things influences the environment you have around you. So if some like TikTok just banned me, right? I could have been upset and been, oh man, TikTok on some whole shit. They could get a hot bowler. Wow, wow, wow. I came right over to YouTube and kept going. That's how I transmuted that energy. They can do all that baloney over there, and I just said I decided to move my energy towards something else so that I could keep going and stabilize my emotional state without giving that energy anymore. And that's how you have to start treating some of these things around you. your environment, some of the people, some of the places you're around. You have to start treating your energy like a bank. You don't just give your money out to anybody, right? So you need to treat your energy the same way, especially now. They're trying to siphon as much energy as they can. Hello, son. Grand to see you. They're trying to siphon as much energy as they can, and they trying to do all this extra stuff. Okay, and they send in like AI and robots and stuff to you to mess with your groove and everything. But it's okay. Just focus on what you can control and do what's best for you. Okay, that's number one. Number two, in order to change routines and things, um, do something different. If you normally take this one route to work, take a new route to work. You get what I'm saying? Those little increments of changes develop new neural patterns in your brain that allow you to exponentially grow. So it's little by little. And as you take these things, uh, there's a concept in Japanese culture called kaizen. Kaizen means to do 1% of something new, 1% of something every day. So if you do 10 to 15 minutes of something every day that's different, it'll allow you to grow. So if you do that for 99 days, you just made 100% change within 99 days, 90 days or 3 months. You keep what I'm, you get what I'm saying? So if you're feeling stuck right now, or you're feeling like you're in a loop, take 10 to 15 minutes a day to do a new activity, to do a hobby, to do something creative, something that gives you authenticity, love, something that brings bliss, joy, gratitude to you, and you'll change your wavelength for the day, especially when you do it when you first get up. So, just like when you've been, let's say you just got up in the bed, before you touch your phone, first thing you can do, I'm grateful for life, I'm grateful for my family, grateful for the people who support me, grateful for another grand day, right? You start your wavelength off in your body, because your body is, your subconscious projects your reality. So when people tell you that, your subconscious literally is electrical signals that tune into your torus or toroidal field that are projected through here, your heart, and your stomach in order to project the reality you want to see. So when you start doing these type of little bitty things every day, it helps you to express more of your internal energy in your external environment. That's why people tell you everything starts inside. So when you work inside of yourself first, you change that mental capacity, that mindset, the thoughts you have, the way you react to certain things, then you change the process of your neural network, and you also change the electromagnetic patterns around your aura. So what we call aura is an electromagnetic field that, like I said, is projected from your subconscious, and this is your projection machine. So so you can move from 360p to 1080p based on your emotional state, your routine, how you react to certain things, how you develop yourself. And like I said, if you take 10 to 15 minutes, it'll help you a lot. Okay? So, one thing I recommend is getting you a notebook. Get your notebook. As you get a notebook, write down 5 tasks to do for the day. Just something simple. Just one task towards self improvement, and then the other 4 tasks can be like, I gotta wash dishes today. I'm gonna wash clothes today. Instead of trying to clean the whole house for the day, instead of trying to clean the whole house, I'm going to clean up my bedroom. I'm going to clean up my bathroom. I'm going to clean up my kitchen. You pick one of those and clean. And then the next day, you pick another one to clean. So by the time you reach the end of the week, you have everything clean. Now, it just depends on if you have children or not. You can teach them how to clean too. If you pick up 2 clothes, you get 2 candies. Or if you're teaching them about money, you can teach them habits to develop money. If you pick up your clothes, if you pick up your toys and put them in the basket, I'll give you $5 a week. But you got to pick up your toys every day. That's how you develop habits in children, constructive habits. That's another way to teach them too at the same time if you have children. So you can use that as a way to grow as a parent and as a person. If something, like how most people tell you, if a goal is super big, break it down into smaller increments. If what you see is super big, break it down into smaller increments that you can handle. Okay? That's important because I know we're a lot of us are go big and go home type of people, but some of us need to do the slow and steady because it's more manageable for you in the beginning. The goal is to develop a habit or a pattern that is constructive to your growth. That's why this is so important. Okay? So, for instance, most people know that if you want to break a habit or a pattern, it takes 21 days. Okay? I'm gonna show you my method. You do 7 days. So let's say you're trying to quit sweets. So you know you like sweets, you know you like desserts and everything, right? So let's say for the first week, you can't have any cookies. Okay? 1 week, no cookies. You can still have cake and you can still have pie, but you can't have cookies. Okay? The next week, you can't have cookies and you can't have cake, but you can still have pie. Okay? At the end of the second week, you're already 2 weeks into not having cookies. Okay? And you're 1 week in to not having cake. On the third week, you say no cookies, cakes, or pies. This is just an example. No cookies, cakes, or pies. Okay? So by the end of the third week, you already made a new habit not to eat cookies anymore because it's 21 days. You're 2 weeks in to not having any cake. And then you're 1 week in to not having any pie. And you broke a pattern by just doing 7 days. That's an easy way to break a pattern. Just break it down to 7 days. Okay? If you know you like a certain thing, just take 7 days and just break it down. It's an easier way to break down a habit than focusing just strictly on the 21. Especially, you can do that for any kind of habit you want. I want to stop drinking soda water. Instead of having soda water, you can also substitute. That's another thing you can do, substitution. So let's say you didn't have the cakes, cookies, and pies, right? But you still had a sweet tooth, right? You could have a spoon of honey every day as a substitute, right? You can make you a peanut butter jelly sandwich for your substitute as your sweet. You get what I'm saying? You can choose something to substitute something. I'm just using that as an example to break the habit, but that can be anything. So this process right now and developing yourself how you want to, how you want to grow, and using your energy, you can use substitutions for certain things. So if you were doing, let's say, the gym, and you don't want to do the gym, you can go say, instead of going to the gym, I'm going to walk today, and then I'm going to go swimming. Or instead of the gym today, I'm going to jump rope and then do a couple of weights at home. You get what I'm saying? You can substitute for anything. You just have to see what you like. That's another thing too. When you're choosing these activities for your habits and new routines, make sure you like it or love it. Because if you don't love it, right, you ain't gonna stick with it on the cool. Just to be honest with you. Like me, I don't like the gym. I know it's beneficial. It has a lot of stuff, but me, I like going outside. I like going for walks. I like doing Tai Chi, Qigong. That's my version. You know? Will I get super swole? No, but that's not my goal. My goal is longevity, but I'm not saying don't use weights. But instead of using the gym, I have kettlebells. I have a mace bell that I use to stretch out my shoulder and to help me develop arm and shoulder strength. And I use my kettlebell for squats. You get what I'm saying? So I can still get my own version of the gym workout, but it's something I like to do. And that's how I tell people. You know, people can't force you to like something they like. People can't force you to go to the gym or go to play basketball if you like basketball or football or hockey or rollerblading, skateboarding, whatever your activity is, dancing. Some people just like to dance. Dancing is an aerobic exercise. You build your heart, you work your body. You just find what you like. If you want to quit drinking, hop water is an amazing substitute. Exactly. You can make your own drinks on the cool. Most drinks are just fermented, like wine is fermented grapes, and most alcohol is sitting in some kind of barrel. You can make your own version on the cool. A lot of the stuff, a lot of stuff you buy at the store is less than 10 ingredients to make. And I'm gonna start showing people how to make some of the stuff like ketchup. That's 5 ingredients at the house. It's like 5 ingredients: tomatoes, cumin, salt, pepper. Some people use vinegar. Some people use other stuff. It's like 5 ingredients. It's less than 10. What they charge you for is convenience. But anyway, majority of this is like using your learning how to program your subconscious. A lot of your habits and a lot of stuff you do are programmed in your subconscious, whether you are conscious about it or unconscious about it. So when you get up, for instance, like you'll go to the restroom, brush your teeth, check your phone and your email, probably take a duty, go cook some breakfast, or your kids will run into the bed, or your dogs will run into the bed. It's a routine. Some When you're in the routine for so long, your body starts to become unconscious to it. It becomes autonomous, like automatic. So the more you're conscious of that automatic routine and you make those small micro changes, it allows you to change your neural network. It allows you to change your habits and your routines just by introducing or taking away or modifying at 1%, 1 to 10%. You can do as much as you want to, but it's easier to make a long-term transition through something by taking a shorter period. Making your own stuff is also a great way to raise your frequency by being in the moment. Another thing is we focus on the past and the present, the past and the future too much, right? We look at the past, it's supposed to be a bookmark of our experiences. I ordered the mace bell for my shoulder. Mrs. Sagittarius, that mace bell is so effective. Make sure you work on your form first. The mace bell is good for your if you have shoulder injuries or arm injuries. The 5 pound is a great way to learn your form. And as you get used to the form and you start to develop strength, you can increase the weight. The mace bell, there's a lot of exercises on YouTube you can use for free. They have a bunch of exercises on how to use the mace bell. You can also use that with squats. They have an exercise where you go around, you hammer the ground, and you do a squat. So you can do squats with that mace. It's like a universal tool. Kettlebells and mace bells. Anyway, developing these new habits, especially right now, it's easy to fall into the same routines of the stuff we used to do. But we have an opportunity to grow and experience something new and not be in the same routines or the same patterns. By taking short and small steps, it allows you to grow easier. Okay? So that's why this is so important. I'm doing this live because I was talking on my TikTok originally, but I had to come over here and explain that. So there's this book. It's called Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza. This will help you tune your frequency, your habits, your routines properly. Okay? I'm going to show you a diagram real quick. I'm going to show you the diagram that helped me see how it is. Okay, so this one right here. So, right here. This is the past, right? This is the future. This is all the days, right? All the days you live. After you live so many days, right? And do the same thing, the same routines, you start to develop a circuit right here. So that's a circuit. As you do this circuit more and more, it becomes ingrained in your neural patterns, right? So let's say this is day one, right? You get up, brush your teeth, wash your face, eat breakfast. Get up, brush your teeth, get up, brush your teeth, all the way right here, right? When you get to the fifth day, this becomes a circuit. And then you do it again and again and again. This becomes a routine. And then you do it again and again and again, and that becomes a habit. That's where that comes from. So if you change it up, like instead of brushing your teeth with the right hand, you brush with your left. Instead of going to brush your teeth first, you go eat breakfast first and then brush your teeth. Instead of just going to work first, I mean, you go to work, but change your routine. Make your coffee, take a shower, then drink your coffee, then brush your teeth. You get what I'm saying? Those little micro changes will change up your neural network, and it'll develop new synapses so that you can continue to grow. And it'll also help you in managing your life. And this helps with your subconscious too, because when you break patterns for your subconscious is like, oh, wait, we're not doing the same routine. Oh, we got to do something new. Let's pay attention to what's happening right now. It makes you focus on the present. The present moment is key because the past is gone. The future isn't created yet. But if you do the same routine, your future is predicted for you, if that makes sense. If you keep doing the same routine, if you keep doing the same patterns, it's like putting a cookie cutter in the same experience over and over again. It's called Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Penza. Becoming Supernatural. When I can get my TikTok shop, I'm going to sell it on my TikTok shop. I wish I could put it in Amazon. I mean, YouTube, because I would sell it over here. It's a beautiful book. They have the free audiobooks on YouTube. You can listen to it online of him talking. He does a lot of Dr. Joe Dispenza. It'll help you in developing new patterns, new neural networks. It'll also help you develop yourself. And that's what I'm taking in. Let me pin that. I'm gonna pin that real quick. It's right here pinned at the bottom. I'm reading this book in order to change my perspective on my life and also to change my perspective on how I emotionally charge my reactions. That's why it's so important. You'll learn how to tune into yourself so no matter what happens externally, you'll be able to maintain composure, calm, and experience. Yep. It's a beautiful book. And this is written by an actual doctor who studies neuroscience and neurology, who's breaking it down to you biochemically, and he's also breaking it to you metaphysically and spiritually and emotionally at the same time. So, highly recommend it. Okay? So, this point in time right now is crucial in order to grow. to get rid of the energies that no longer serve you, get rid of the stuff that no longer serve you. Just let that shit either feel the emotion or feel whatever it is and let it go. Stay the same in the same routine or solve the trauma, whatever it may be. So a lot of people who are born in, let's say, in chaos, they thrive in chaos. Shout out to the Guatemalans out there, C. Muller. Shout out to C. Muller down here. So if you are having some troublesome things happen, right? Some trauma, you have to go to your inner childhood. For some people, their childhood is full of trauma. But if you do the shadow work, what they call shadow work is basically inner work. It helps you to relieve some of the trauma energy that has bonded with you. As a child, if you had trauma energy come into your life as a child, as you develop mentally, your mental behavioral patterns as an adult reflect what happened in your childhood. So let's say you were abused, right? Some people who were sexually abused as a child, as they get older, let's say they're into rough stuff. They like getting hit candle wax on the chest type of stuff, right? That's because it developed a mental behavioral pattern that pain equates to love. You get what I'm saying? For people who were born in a chaotic household when they were growing up, right? If they don't have chaos in their life, they don't feel at peace because peace feels foreign to them. You get what I'm saying? That's why this type of work is important, because some of these people who are out here saying men don't do this, or women don't do this, are suffering from childhood trauma that wasn't solved. And then when they have a group of people that come together, they develop a trauma tribe, trauma bonding with other people who have the same trauma. And instead of solving the trauma, you rather blame somebody. High ace score inner child. Exactly. Your inner child is a reflection of your imagination. And your imagination is key in developing who you are as an adult. Because what we call imagination is visualization. That's pretty much, you visualize whatever you want to create. And as you put the steps together, the world sets the stage for you to perform on your own stage, if that makes sense. So these issues that a lot of people have, right, stem from abuse. A lot of things stem from traumatic abuse or trauma induced activities that happen between the age of 0 and 11. Between ages 0 and 9, it sets up like a blueprint, a mental blueprint for your adult self. So if you notice, you'll see adults acting like children because they haven't solved that childhood mind. But you also use your childhood activities to help you create, to be authentic, to use bliss, to use love and joy, to be at the best version of yourself. So, depending on what has happened to you, you have to decide, are you going to let this define you as your character, or are you going to grow from the situation? Some people want certain events to, like, this define me, so that's all there is to it, and they're finite in there. That's it. But for you who want to grow, it's essential for you to look back at your childhood. It stems from a lot of things you feel. Peace, brother. This everything conscious from TikTok. Gratitude. We grateful for you. Shadow work is like tending a garden. You always have to weed and do maintenance. Exactly. So one thing I recommend, if you had a traumatic childhood, write a letter to yourself. So you write a letter as the adult you needed at the time to talk to your childhood self. Write exactly whatever happened on the paper. Speak about your emotion. Let it flow. Don't just try to. When you start writing, it'll naturally, your subconscious receives a telegram. Every time you touch the pen to the paper or the pencil to the paper, it's like sending a telegram to your subconscious. Some people been through so much trauma, the brain triggers a response in order to suppress the memory so it can save itself. The brain tries to save itself during extreme duress or stress. Okay? So you write a letter to yourself as the adult you needed at the time for your childhood self. Express all your emotions, express how you feel, put it in an envelope, and mail it back to yourself. Just mail it and forget about it. And when the letter comes to you, you open it as the child who needed it at the time. And you open it and you reread it. And as you reread it, you listen as if the adult you needed at the time is speaking to you, which is you in the future speaking to the child of the past. It's a really great exercise in order to get suppressed emotions out, to get memories that are locked. You'll start unlocking more of things that may have been suppressed to help you in your process. That's why this is so important. When you get older, as you have more stresses in your life, you got to pay bills. I got to feed my dog. I got to feed the children, whatever, right? You develop all these like mental, I wouldn't say barriers, but they're sort of like stairs, right? And these stairs sit on top of your imagination. So if your imagination is here, I got to pay bills. I got to take care of my child. I got to take care of my dog. You see, your imagination is still there, but all your other stairs is building upon your imagination, your creativity, your visualization. This is your authentic self. All these things that build up on top, it's like putting gravy on mashed potatoes. And you put so much gravy on top of the potatoes, you forget you got potatoes on the plate. That's the best way to describe it. The, the potatoes. And you're putting so much gravy with all these other things, you forget you got potatoes on the plate, man. Okay? This allows you to help you remember your potatoes, if that makes sense. This is an easier way to describe it so some people can get it. So as we're going through all this trauma, the changes, all these routines are broken from people. All these same, life is supposed to be A, B, C, D, and now life is A, Z, T, P, Q, J. It's not in the same way. So your brain is trying to compute on what's going on. But this is perfect for your brain to develop new neural patterns, to break habits, to change. This is a perfect time for change. Usually from October to April is a hibernation state. This is where you recollect your experiences for the year. This is a time where you collect all the people who are sticking with you, the people, the environment, the jobs, the stuff that's sticking with you. And you're deciding for the springtime is when you blossom. The winter time is where you hibernate. And you figure out what you want to keep and what you want to let go. This is a perfect time to decide what works and what doesn't work for you. Any time is, but this is a really good time. I'm calling it a night. Grand resting. You be safe. Peace and love to you. Yep. So right now, You decide. Will you be a victim or will you be a victor? Will you let this trauma define you or will you let it help you grow? Will you solve the issue or would you let it continue to stagnate within your being? It's up to you to decide and choose what you want to choose. Okay? So, I know we're all going through it, trying to do the best we can with what we got, and it's okay. You're allowed to experience your emotions: anger, sadness, pain, depression, happiness, joy, gratitude. You go through it like a wave. You decide how you want to react and how you want some of these things to transmute into your life. You can stay chaos, you can stay love and light, you can be both, you can mix in between. What do you want to do? Okay? Joy and happiness, gratitude and love moves your waves, your electromagnetic torus or toroidal field, into faster waves, which express reality quicker. So, you decide what you want to do. Take time for yourself. If you gotta heal, heal. If you need to relax, relax. If you need sleep, if you need to do certain things for yourself, take time off social media. Do that. Because I'm really getting to a point myself where I may need a break from social media just so I can get more in touch with myself. But I want to help some people too before I head off. You know, I love my people and I love my community. I'm grateful for everybody, always, and all the beings that want to see us shine. So, this is just this is going to be a little short live today because I went live twice today. So, I just wanted to get these thoughts out while they were in my mind and to help people who need it. And you'll be able to rewatch this live if you need it. It'll be on my YouTube. You'll be able to rewatch this if you need more information. I have all my information in my bio. I have my Linktree, Cashapp, Venmo, PayPal if you want to show support and donate. I also have other resources and tools that are free that'll help you. My Telegram has a bunch of information, solfeggio frequencies to help calm your mind down, breathing exercises. I have a free ebook. You just click my Linktree in my bio and you can get your free ebook and a bunch of free material that'll help you. So, anyway, any insights on what's to come this year? Whatever you create. Whatever you create. This is the year of completion. Their time is up. In my reality and how I conceive my reality, their time is up. We rise. It's time for a change. No more of the same stagnancy. No more of the same stuff we've been doing. It's time for something new. So just take your time and do you. A lot of this external stuff is just a distraction. Just focus on controlling the best version of yourself. And not even controlling, just trying to move in the direction that you want to be in. Hey, Anastasia. It's a pleasure to have you. So this is a short live. If you're just hopping on the live, this will be recorded in the live section. So you go to the home page and you go to the live section. You'll be able to watch this live again. Unlike TikTok, they record lives over here. So you'll be able to come back to this. And if you feel like you got some good information, leave a comment on the video. Leave a comment. Also, if you want to show support, like I said, you can donate. The Cash App and the Venmo is in the title of the video. It's also on my bio, and I have PayPal too, if you want to show support. But I'm about to head off. I have to rest and recollect and get ready for tomorrow. I'm going to develop some new neural pathways, changing my routine. Instead of brushing your teeth with the right hand, do it with the left. Instead of buttering your toast with the right hand, do it with your left. Just do slightly different things so you can develop new neural pathways. But anyway, I'm finna head off. I love y'all very much. I hope y'all get some good rest and some grand rest. You can rewatch this live in the live section. Okay? So love y'all. Y'all have a grand resting. I will see y'all tomorrow. Much love.